I needed cloud fishing in order to catch the thing for it, so it's gonna have to wait until next week. Into the firmament then. Then I have to go back to the Netherite Plaza. Hey, Maker. Archonk? Archonk? Are you calling me Chonky? To the firmament. That's Lechonk, yes. Apparently I can fish in lava with special fire worms. It's kind of weird, but okay. Ah, Archon plus Monk. Okay. Reasonable. It's starting soon. Geronimo. Oh. Okay. Seems I can make use of this space and all the equipment and materials besides. Hey, whatever you find here is yours to use as you see fit. Now, is there aught else you might require? Master Archon, L2. Might I trouble you to obtain 2 items for me? One is a healing herb for the unguent, and the other a dye. I would go about obtaining them myself, but I'm liable to cause panic. L2 is small enough to remain inconspicuous at least, and can fly besides. But of course I would be happy to help. You may leave the herbs to me. If I may ask you to task you with the dye then, it's 2 pots of cream yellow I require. I've heard that a woman named Elani at the Medican's court deals in all manner of wares. Perhaps you can inquire with her. There you are. Mendican's Court. Eloni. Need 2 pots of cream yellow. There. Were you able to obtain the dye? Yep. Yes, this is it. I should put it to use at once. I've already finished the utensils, and thanks to you, the presents from my family will soon be ready. Now I just need L2 to return with the herbs. Seeing as all is proceeding apace, I believe it is time to arrange a gathering. The area atop yonder steps should serve as a venue. Oh hey look, 27 minutes was not long enough. Phone chrono? No. Lizard Dude refuses a shirt. He's so kind of spare word to the people. With pleasure, my lord. Master Archon, perhaps you would like to be the one to seek out Mr. Saldin? I dare say she would be more willing to attend with your invitation. Okay, go find her. Okay, Maker. Sup? Oh, it's you, my lord. Is there something you need? See, it's just like him to do this. But even though he's my husband, the decision to accept a dragon is too much for a mere commoner such as me to bear. When I think about my daughter, when I imagine how their children might mock her, I just don't know. Long journey, the first step is often the hardest one to take. Oh, how you do it. Words give me courage. Simply talk with you instills me with a sense of hope. There are decent folks such as yourself and Lord Francel around. So all will be well in the end. Alright, we'll be there, Noel and I. We'll hear what Mosala has to say. Thank you, my lord. I don't know what to tell you, but I feel like average wait time 29 minutes, also a lie. Party Finder is weird. What is this? I told Lord Francel had summoned us, but you're... Ordinary guardian, just like you. I'm also a craftsman, and with help with some friends, I've made something for each of you. Wow. Wow. So he can't be facing away from you, but he's facing towards you, so it's fine. Dining utensils. Ours is a big family, so these would certainly be useful. I hope they will serve you well. You may struggle to believe it, but I used to be your neighbor. Before I took on this form, I made whatever it was folk needed. And it's my hope that I can put my skills to use again for the people of the firmament. Scars fires up on cold, dry days. This unction should take the edge off the pain. This is kind of you. So young and open-minded. I know that you've done us no ill, but I can't simply forgive and forget the heretics for what they did. Lost a great deal, and we would not diminish your suffering by asking you to change your views. In spite of yourself, might you not try to see the individual before you as simply that? An individual, deserving of a chance? Sorry. No, I'm not being fair. Come. Wouldn't do to strain yourselves. If you would follow me, good sirs, I will find you some refreshments. Dane? Noel, there's something for you two as well. Aren't those our clothes? Let's put them on, Mummy. Let's put them on. It's exactly the same as the one I lost in the fire. You remember, Daddy? You remembered how much I love this coat and this color. Dragon now, but I don't mind at all. My friend Rainley said that dragons are nice. It must have been difficult to make these with those hands. It's plain that you still think of us. Yet, you abandoned us when we needed you most. You left us to face the worst of the war alone, and I hated you for it. So... I know. What I did was unforgivable, and I don't have the right to be with you and Noel. I'll leave this place for good and all. No. Listen to the end, will you? What I want to say is... I can't give you a definite answer right this moment. But I'm willing to give us another chance. If you're still the man that I once knew, then perhaps we can work through this problem together. We've worked through others. If this is enough for you for now, then you're welcome at our new home. It is. It's more than I could ever ask for. Thank you, Arden. Thank you, my lord, for instilling me with the courage to take the first step. Forgiveness won't come overnight. We still have a long journey ahead of us. But if we have faith in one another, I'm confident that we'll find happiness again. If you can spare another moment, would you accompany me to find Lord Francel? I wish to thank you and him both for the second chance I have with my loved ones. To be fair, it was probably easier to just outright ban animated buddy emotes than make emote by emote judgments on whether they were over-sexualized. But, like, that would imply that Twitch has a butt detection algorithm or something, which... possibly, but also that's funny. There you are, Archon. Fonkerno has told me all. I'm glad for you, my friend. Your honest feelings have reached the hearts of the people, your families included. Yes, my lord. I've been given a second chance with my family, and I owe it all to you and Master Archon. This is hardly enough to express my gratitude, but I made for something for you as well. Did you do the honor of trying it on? Well, no. This is hardly necessary, but I shall humbly accept. A moment, if you would. It's a perfect fit. Such a dashing design besides. Thanks for this fine gift. And where's my gift? Without me, Marcel would still be stammering and sulking out in the snow somewhere. Let's not forget the herbs as well. Indeed, little one. For rendering aid to a citizen of Ishgard, you are deserving of recognition. Until now, dragons have been permitted entry to the Holy See only on special occasions. But if you wish it, in my authority as overseer, I shall arrange it so you may freely come and go from the firmament. Will that suffice by way of gift? Oh, I could live with that. I've always wanted to observe how men live. Now then, I must be returned to my duties, but if there is any further trouble, do not hesitate to call upon me. Last but not least, allow me to thank you too. If it were not for you, I likely would have been executed as a heretic, and worse than that, I would have remained estranged from my family. Please accept this as a small token of my undying gratitude. Pray that it serves you well on your adventures. Some oyster confit. Thanks. We've reached the more than half an hour point where it just gives up. Hero, you've come at a good time. I have a query for you. As you know, I'm descended from Ratatoska, and like her, I wish to fill the skies with beauteous songs. If I'm to do this, I must know historical events as if I lived them. To that end, I would meet the great person who put an end to the Dragon Song War. Do you know where I might find this individual? Hi. What? You were that great person? All this time I thought Hero was your name. In any case, this makes things simpler. I want you to show me the key places where the war unfolded, and tell me tales about them. Lest you worry, I have friend Cell's permission to go to the city proper so long as I have company. So without further ado, let's begin with a visit to the vault. We've also got some new quests here too. Con, it is always a pleasure to see you here in the firmament. You'll be pleased to hear that the district is home to an ever-growing number of thoroughly satisfied residents, thanks in no small part to your tireless efforts on our behalf. In particular, I'm proud to say that we spared no effort to realize Lady Hilda's ideal of a place where one and all can have a roof over their head and food in their belly, provided they're willing to work hard and make an honest living. I think that should be the baseline for society. That shouldn't be someone's, goal that you need to strive towards. That should just be the baseline for a society that's functioning. Seeing as things are progressing most swimmingly on that front, I've decided to turn my eye to Lord Briardian's most astute recommendation, encouraging the flow of goods and services so as to build a thriving economy that will service the area's lifeblood. As such, Augarbert and his men have been hard at work putting the final touches on the ward I have dubbed Featherfall, which is to serve as the firmament's center of commerce and trade. There's but one remaining issue to resolve. Namely, how we might distinguish our own marketplace from the jeweled crozier. After all, if we hope to attract vendors and customers alike to the firmament, we must offer something that they cannot already find at a more established location. After giving the matter considerable thought, it struck me. What if we were to bring in merchants from the realm over to ply their trade here? But Featherfall might be the Holy Sea's new hub of foreign trade. It's a most inspired idea, would you not say? And if you would not disapprove, I would ask you to accompany me as our designated emissary to the three city-states. After all, better to convince our esteemed guests to make the journey here to Ishgard than one of your influence and prestige. If you would not disapprove, or quite honestly even if you would, I will be accompanying you as well. Lord Charlemagne? It's far from my place to object, but for whatever reason would the Comte de Dorndaire wish to come along on our humble expedition? Particularly in light of your honored house's rather, shall we say, conservative views towards the expansion of foreign trade? Thank you not to make assumptions about the interests of my house, Lord Francel. I've always acted in what I believe to be my homeland's best interests, and I will continue to do so. Mayhap House Dorndaire did not give the warmest of welcomes to outsiders at the observatorium in White Brim Front, but I assure you that we took only the necessary precautions to defend the sea from external threats at a time of war. Surely the savior of Ishgard can understand our position. I don't look particularly understanding. At any rate, the war is over, and our nation has entered a new age. I'm not inclined to sit idly by as House Dorndaire is left behind the times. And yet, as this most vital of junctures, my son and heir remains lost at sea, and my cousins are either too young or unworldly for the task, and so it falls to me to see to matters myself. I dare say there is some merit for you as well. After all, whatever negotiations you intend to conduct, they can only be aided by the presence of the head of Ishgard's highest of high houses. I trust you have no objections? Offer of assistance is most generous, Lord Charlemagne. I would not dream of refusing it. Of course not. We depart at once, yes? I've heard Gridania is most lovely at this time of year. Yes. My intention was always to begin our expedition at our closest neighbor. If it on good word, then an establishment there known as the Carline Canopy would be suitable. Carline Canopy it is, then. Do take care not to lag behind, yes? Charlemagne, wait! And then this. By the 12 Yorkon Shade. We should stumble into you here of all places. Apologies for getting carried away. It's just, we've been wanting to meet you for a very long time. We're adventurous too, you see. Ever since we witnessed your bout with the hoary boulder, we've been admirers of yours. And we've even taken on the odd mission for the Scions. With one of our comrades being Ishgardians, we also joined the fray at the Steps of Faith. There we saw you again in combat. It'd be no overstatement to say that you carried the battle. Then you went on to put an end to the entire war, owing to which our friend decided to return home. She's now hard at work helping with the restoration effort. They say that all are welcome to aid in the rebuilding, regardless of origin. Are you participating too, by chance? So you are. If that's the case, then perhaps you've seen our comrade? We've come to pay her a visit, you see. We're struggling to find her on account of being unfamiliar with the city. I happen to see her. Won't you let her know that we're here? She's Elizan, which isn't saying much in these parts. But adventurers can tell each other apart, isn't that right? Sure.